In the previous video, my friends and I boarded our planes to Europe and set off on our study abroad adventure in Copenhagen. Our first day entailed a walking tour and site visit at CIPOS, a political science think tank. Please enjoy as we continue exploring Copenhagen and the Nordic region.
Dedicated, downright motivated. We're trying to find a pool to swim at.
If you don't already know, Andrew, Philip, and I are all collegiate swimmers, and so we tried to make a point of finding a pool in each city we visited on the trip.
Just got out of the pool. Woo! Good swim.
First swim of the trip. Now we're on our way back, hopefully to breakfast. Woo!
Morning. I'm wearing a Carhartt shirt.
For our first visit of the day,
we are going into the Danish Architecture Center.
I mean, if you can tell, these are some very unique silverware. Spoon's very inefficient. They've got a nice long trough though, which is very interesting. Definitely different.
Inside the Architecture Center, we focused only on the most important and professional aspects of Danish culture, trying to understand Legos and, most importantly, the great slide they had.
Here you go!
Oh my!
Let's go! Train. We're taking the next train, and then I have no idea where we're going actually. We're gonna go 7 stops.
Our train took us north of the city, where our guide told us we'd see a cathedral, but I'm not sure any of us could have ever predicted the look of the cathedral.
It's not what I expected. Is this a cathedral or a Sith Lord castle?
You know, Dr. Taylor told me that something really bad is gonna happen if we go in here, so I'm a little worried. I like to live life on the edge, so I'm prepared, you know?
Okay. As you can see, the unique exterior of the church housed a beautiful interior. We were amazed by the spectacular architecture and stunning pipe organ. But the most memorable part of our time, thanks to Enoch's suggestion, had to be singing the Doxology for the first time. After leaving the church, we got lunch and sat down. There, I explained how the Little Mermaid, where we were going next, was, in my opinion, pretty overrated. Emma, what are the initial expectations for this play?
Before Anthony came and broke my soul, I was gonna be like, oh, it'll be a cool statue. And then Anthony was like, no. So now my expectations is that it's gonna be a microscopic statue that I might potentially even hate, honestly, and be like, why am I here?
I expect disappointment. Very big disappointment.
There might be a prank one.
I don't. Yeah.
Anthony, this is underwhelming. You were correct.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Wait, where is it?
Here it is.
I'm so underwhelmed. Now my expectations were already low.
You don't have a big one? It's the Little Mermaid from 1930. And it's of course has Christian Andersen's story about the Little Mermaid.
Okay, well, after Anthony reviewed The Mermaid for us earlier. I had very low expectations. And I'm gonna be honest, I think it beat the expectations. I think it's cool. I like it. I think it's cool how it sits on the water and on the rocks.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I would give it a 2.
Whoa!
Okay, I have to go to the bathroom right now, and we walked far, and I have blisters. These are not worth blisters and holding my pee. It's just a naked girl on a rock. I'm confused how this is Ariel.
That's why it's amazing.
You put that in your PowerPoint slide, actually.
So now we have a video.
What I liked about Copenhagen.
This is the naked girl for Andrew.
To be fair, we are invading her space, so like I support her to lack clothing. I believe in agency, so it's excellent for her if she chooses that. So yeah, put in my comment.
Thank you for your time.
Yes, of course.
I think the statue is sexist.
I think it's kind of hot.
The building that is waste to power. Yes. So this sloping roof, there is a ski lift, and it's you can ski there.
The waste to energy treatment plants, the fact that we're here seeing one in real life, it's a dream come true. It is, chuffed. I'm chuffed as chips. Dr. Taylor, Dr. Alexander taking pictures. I mean, it's a day we'll remember for a long time.
Let me go to Maersk. Maersk is that you can.
After seeing the Little Mermaid and the much cooler waste-to-energy plant, we walked over to the headquarters of Maersk, where we learned all about shipping and the global supply chain.
Very interesting facts. My feet were hurting so bad I couldn't focus sometimes. And it was warm in there.
Yeah.
And the exhibitions were really cool too. They had a lot of container ships that were...
Since we had been standing for the entire meeting, it felt really nice to sit down and grab dinner at a local mall. There, we got to celebrate the birthday of our beloved classmate and kind friend, Jerusalem. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jerusalem. Happy birthday to you.
Today we went to the United States Embassy, and now we are at the changing of the guard at the Royal Palace. We had a briefing from some diplomats.
Yeah.
Now we are heading to lunch. Yeah, you look up Copenhagen, this is what you see.
Yeah, this is actual Copenhagen.
Complain a little bit about the initial tour. The last 2 days we've seen more of cool Copenhagen than like the tour showed us.
After leaving Nyhavn, we received a tour of Parliament and met with member Katarina Amatsbo, an expert in foreign policy and advocate for human rights. Our group was incredibly impressed to hear about her expertise as well as her bravery in standing up to the leaders in Hong Kong and China who threatened her for meeting with and aiding pro-democracy Hong Kong leader Ted Hui. After our meeting, we visited a beautiful garden right outside the Parliament, then went back to the hotel to get ready for the highlight of our day.
We're at
Tivoli! We're in, and I am so happy and excited. If you don't know why I'm so excited to visit Tivoli, let me explain. This is my 4th trip to Tivoli throughout my life, and there's a lot of special memories there. I love this place, isn't it cool?
Yeah, that is so cool.
But more importantly, Tivoli's just a special place in general. Not only are there amusement park rides, but there's also beautiful gardens and great food. Plus, as one of the oldest amusement parks in the world, there's a ton of history to be celebrated here. Getting to come here with friends was definitely one of the highlights of my entire trip. Well, we just finished our dinner at Gasoline Grill, which was recommended by Dr. Taylor, actually. We're still here in Tivoli. So we went to the one in Tivoli Gardens. Some of our group went to a Gasoline Grill a couple minutes away, but we didn't want to waste any time making it to the park, so we went to this one.
Maybe the best burger I've ever had.
I have to agree. Even as a In-N-Out lover through and through, Gasoline Grill may be one of the best burgers I've ever had. After visiting a think tank, shipping company, US Embassy, and the Danish Parliament, our fourth day of site visits definitely had something quite different in store for us. Literally a breath of fresh air, as we drove out to the main peninsula of Denmark, Jutland. Here, we were treated to a full day of fun at Legoland Billund.
This is great. Look at this.
We had an amazing day riding rides, solving laser courses, going through mirror halls, visiting the aquarium, and much more.
I would say it's good. I would say they got a good amount going for Denmark, but I would say San Diego is bigger and the Lego structures are more prevalent, which adds to the environment. I would give this solid 7 out of 10.
But for those of us who visited the theater, the highlight of our day was certainly the Lego Mythica 4D experience, described by Andrew.
What was it?
All expectations
What do you mean?
out the window. Everything that happened was unexpected, made no sense.
But yet expected at the same
but
time.
But also was just like beautiful.
Wait, can you like
It was a wonderful experience. We went on some rides. We went on a train ride. That was probably my favorite. It was like really chill. Now we're waiting to see who's gonna be last.
They're already here. Jasmine.
After leaving Legoland, we enjoyed our beautiful and fun drive back to Copenhagen. Last night in Denmark, some of us went out to explore the city one final time. There, we tried to get Gasoline Grill again, and had an interesting encounter.
Basically, I came face to face with death. I think I'm still here. I think I still exist.
So we basically had this guy on the train.
I didn't know what to do. I was just like staring back at him. And then he goes, he like bit. He like tried to bite, didn't he? Yeah. He was like, he's like, I just ate your soul.
It's been interesting in the last 24 hours.
Dude,
I know.
Yeah. Not the first.
We've seen a lot of
wild
things we haven't wanted to see.